Good morning. It's Susie Cobden with more of a discussion around thoughts. Yesterday we spoke about thoughts and our emotions and how we can use the emotions that we're feeling, the feelings in our body, as our guidance system. Whether we're in alignment with our inner being, with our higher self, or not, helps to guide where we're going. And there was questions that came up around, how do we know if the thoughts that we're thinking are our thoughts? And the simple answer to that is it doesn't really matter. You can ask, is this my thought? It's more important to know whether the thought is actually serving you or not. Most thoughts aren't new thoughts. Once a thought's been thought by somebody, it takes on a life of its own and it exists forever. Like everything in the infinite is infinite. So, there are thoughts that tend to clump together. Everything's energy, so things of the same frequency tend to clump together. So if you have one thought that makes you feel bad, you'll tend to attract more thoughts that are on the same energy. If you have happy thoughts, you'll tend to think more happy things, and that will affect how you're feeling inside of your body. So if you have a thought, there's a fair chance it's not an original thought, but if that thought makes you feel good, then it's serving you anyway. It doesn't really matter where it originates from. But if a thought doesn't feel good, then you can simply ask, is this my thought, or is it relevant to me? Does it make me feel good? No, it doesn't. You know what? It's not my thought. I'd rather think something more empowering, and even if it is a thought that perhaps you might do something and you think, that was, a silly thing to do. How could I do something so ridiculous? You can actually, stop in your tracks and say, no, I'm not going down that track again. Everything that I do, I know is leading me towards where I want to be, even if it doesn't appear that it does right at this moment. So I don't believe that it was completely wrong what I've done or silly. So, I could look at it as a lesson or as an experience that is eventually going to lead me where I'm going, and leave it at that, and change your energy around it. Once you realise that, it's not so silly, that everything is worthwhile, even if you don't know the reason, you can't find a reason to suggest that it's worthwhile right now. If you can just leave it and say, well, yes, if I could accept that everything that comes into my life is a gift, and even if I can't see that gift right now, I will accept it as a gift, and you can put that aside. Whenever you resist it, whenever you argue with yourself or push against, you're actually holding that energy in your system, and that energy will continue to create more thoughts that are going to make you feel worse and worse and worse. So if you can just do that quick switch, just, okay, yep, this doesn't feel good. I don't want to go down this path right now. So I accept that it could be a gift, and move on and try to find or to focus somewhere else. Or you can actually go into that feeling and say, well, yes, this doesn't feel good right now. Why doesn't that feel good? Okay, I remember being told that if it doesn't feel good, then it's out of alignment with what my higher self knows. It's out of alignment with who I truly am. So it's either not my thought or I'm perceiving it the wrong way. So either way, I can say pretty well, it's not true. If it was true, I would feel good. and shift from it then. But you've also got to remember that we're human beings, and sometimes our energy gets to a point where we're just feeling, really bad, or, sometimes things happen and you've got to accept your emotions and say, I am feeling really bad, and allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to feel it, punch a pillow, go outside somewhere and yell and scream and let the energy out, because trapped energies in the body will continue to attract to you more energies that are on those vibrations. So yeah, it's very important to be real, to feel your emotions. If they get to that place where you can't let them go. Otherwise, if you can easily switch your focus and find something that makes you feel good, then by all means do it. But yeah, simply put, ask straight out, is this my thought? Is it serving me? Do I need to look at it further? Or how can I change what I'm thinking right now to change my energy and start attracting better feeling thoughts, and go from there. Anyway, I hope that clears it up. Yeah, please subscribe to my closed group, Discover Your Magic and Live Big. I'll have the link underneath. Leave a comment if there's any other questions you've got on any subject around spirituality or self-empowerment. Drop a little note, put a message below, and we'll cover it in another message. So I think today is day 4. So thank you very much. Love to you all, and see you tomorrow.